Have you ever felt like you're just adrift? You know, that feeling we all get sometimes? Well, this isn't about finding some magical new passion overnight. Nope. This is about how to initiate a full system reboot for your brain.
I mean, really think about it. It's a very specific kind of lost, isn't it? A feeling that's kind of hard to put your finger on, but you know it the second it shows up.
And it's not exactly sadness, right? Though, that can definitely be part of the mix. And it goes way, way deeper than just being tired, even if you feel completely and utterly exhausted.
It's that feeling. No direction, no spark, no real clue what you're doing. You're just there, adrift.
So, what is actually going on when we feel this way? Let's get into the real reason, because I'm willing to bet it's not what you think it is.
Okay, this is the most important thing to get right from the very beginning. You are not broken. This isn't some personal failure. The real issue, your brain is just completely, totally overloaded.
I mean, think about what we ask of our brains every single day. Our wiring just wasn't built for this. 8 hours of screen time, the endless decision fatigue from having a million choices for everything, the constant comparison trap on social media, and notifications pinging us every 30 seconds. I mean, is it any wonder our circuits get fried?
This analogy just absolutely nails it. Your mind is like a web browser with 47 tabs open, all playing different things at once. It's chaotic. So it's not that you've lost your purpose, it's just that your brain is drowning in all the noise.
So if the problem is a system overload, then the solution has to be a system reboot, right? Let's walk through exactly how to do that.
Now, this is such a fascinating and honestly a pretty counterintuitive idea. We're always told to hustle harder, to think our way out of problems. But what if the real answer is to think less? The path to clarity isn't about adding more mental effort, it's about actually taking it away.
And this reboot process isn't complicated. It unfolds in 3 key steps, and each one builds on the last. It's all designed to quiet that noise and help you find a new direction. First, we'll create some space. Then, we'll use that space to redefine your personal story. And finally, we'll get you moving by starting small.
Okay, let's dive into that first step, creating space. And I'll be honest, this might be the most challenging part of the whole thing, because it means we have to intentionally unplug from all that noise.
This happens in 2 phases. First up, a 24-hour pause reset. The rules are simple. No big life decisions, no trying to figure it all out. You're just taking your brain completely offline for a day. Then comes a 7-day challenge called Starve the Noise. This means no doom scrolling, no comparing your life, and get this, no motivational content either. The whole point is to find real silence because that's where clarity is hiding.
So, once you've created some of that quiet, you can finally move on to step 2, which is all about redefining your story. This is where we take a hard look at the identity we've built for ourselves and ask, does it still fit?
So often, the reason we feel lost is because we're clinging to an identity that's expired. You know what I mean? Have you always been the responsible one? Or maybe you've quietly labeled yourself the failure or the one who messed up. These are just stories, and they might not even be true anymore.
So what do you do with these old limiting stories? The answer is so simple and so direct. Delete them. It's a conscious choice to just let go of the labels that are holding you back.
In that newfound silence, this is the one question to ask yourself. Forget what you think you should do or what other people might expect from you. Seriously, if you had a completely clean slate, a fresh start where nobody knew you, who would you choose to become? What actually makes you feel alive? And here's why that question is so powerful. It turns out our brains don't actually chase abstract goals like success. They chase feelings. They move toward the emotion of being peaceful or proud or free. So when you can connect with that feeling, you're basically resetting your internal compass.
Okay, so you've created some space, you've started to redefine your story. Now for the final crucial step, taking action. But we're going to do this by starting incredibly, almost ridiculously small. So instead of waiting around for some huge burst of motivation that might never even show up, the whole idea here is to make what's called a 1% move. What's that? It's the absolute smallest possible step you can take in your new direction. The focus here is simply on finding the direction, not about covering a huge distance. So in practice, a 1% move could be as simple as sending that one email you've been putting off or taking a single 5-minute walk. And just as important is reconnecting with your body. Walking without headphones, breathing a little bit slower, just feeling the sun on your skin.
It's a vital reminder that your mind can't feel clear until your nervous system feels safe. And after you've gone through this 3-step reboot, you're not at the finish line, not even close. You're actually at a brand new beginning. This is really the core idea to hold on to. Feeling lost is not a character flaw. It is not a failure. It's simply a signal. It's your brain's way of saying, hey, the map we've been using is outdated. It's time to draw a new one.
And that's the final, crucial insight. You don't wait for clarity to finally get the courage to act. It's the other way around. You take that small, courageous 1% step, and clarity follows your action. It takes guts to sit in the silence, to question those old stories, and to step into the unknown. But right on the other side of that courage, that is where you'll find the very clarity you've been searching for.